Here we go. Shut up. Shut up. Ready? Ready? Set. Ready? Ready? Ready, ready? Come on, set, let go! Here we go, here we go! Set! Ready, ready, go! Let's go now! Down! Let's go! Ready? Here we go, shot! Ready? Shut up! Ready, ready? Shot! Ready? Let's go!
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to bring big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He completes it right side of the lane. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football is that they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Here's Penix. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now he's going to step up and run. Open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Buffalo 18. Get it. Past the 60. Past the 60.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
Again, it's Walker. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
19 Lions. Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 79 Broncos.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll throw with Penix. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. 2nd and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Adams from 13 yards out. And the Falcons take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20. To 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, break.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now back to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready,
3rd and goal.
Buffalo 18. Ready. Viking 18. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. Trap 50. Trap 60. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet from a yard out. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
46-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Well, a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. And looking to throw, Penix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Jake Camarda in punt formation.
On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To the air, Penix. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Ready? Mustang, Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw here. He completes this to Walker. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 65, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I'd just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw again. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Myers' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll go play action here with Penix. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they can't bring him down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw with Penix. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. Looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. Handoff now to Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 11. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And London, the motion man right. A first carry for Rachaad White. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
He'll look to throw. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Falcons, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Penix, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some space here. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Let's go now. Ready.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd and 7.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Here we go. Set. Forward. Back to 6.
Now back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 2-yard line.
2nd and 1. Now he's going to step up and run. Touchdown, Seahawks. Elijah Arroyo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Falcons 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To the air, Penix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. Cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover on down.
70, 70, down. Viking 18.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Seahawks.
60 Eagles, 60, 19
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's taken in by Arroyo. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
80. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are.
Ken Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now, the NFC Championship game, as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Well, you've been to war workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Score Seahawks 35, Falcons 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. And that should just about do it. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll set up to throw. Throw out line to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. But they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down.
Back to throw again. He completes this to Walker. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Ready? 7 Pirates. Ready? Cowboy 8, Mustang 19, 18, Panther 11. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard
Come on.
line.
Gravity Lions. 19 tight. 9.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
On the ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 79. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the